Okay, so it seems like it takes a little longer, but the YouTube chat is going through. I'm going to keep YouTube up front just in case. Yeah, now let's get started. Of course, solo. Although, the likelihood of someone meeting us out here, even if someone wanted to, that's quite a hike. After terminating the show yesterday, I found a white dwarf 33 light years away. I didn't try hard. I just, took a quick look around the map. Yikes. Whoa, okay. So here we are, and I think we were like over here somewhere. That's a Towery, right? That's a K? Okay. So, in the meantime, what do we have here? DAB. We already have a DAB. So, let's check out the system we're in. It has a white dwarf, see if I can remember right, I think it's a DCV. Yeah, DCV. So I'll get to check that off the list. And it looks like we have some planets. Let's go ahead and rescan. Seems a little flimsier than I would have expected. Alright. They weren't that expensive, but I could have bought Horizon Dawn, whatever that thing's called.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I hope nobody's missing the Republican National Convention. I mean, they might say something unpredictable. I don't know, that one woman railing about the, oh, there's nothing to scan, socialism, and man, that's the last thing you need to worry about from establishment Democrats. Yo! Did you say you got a new game? No, I was saying these headphones, for the price of these headphones, I could have got a brand new AAA game, because I think they were $80. So I was saying that I didn't get a new game. Alright, what do we have in this HIA system? Probably crap. None. Not terraformable. Refining. None, and refining. I don't think I actually want to land here, even if they... I guess if they had lead, there's probably some trick to getting lead. You can only get lead under certain circumstances. Alright, so let's select our next waypoint. Actually, before I do that, let's line up on it, as long as it's not going to drag us back into the white dwarf. I actually did. I got, but it was a cheap game. It's a Depth Hunter 2, and it's a scuba, combination of a scuba game and a hunting game. It's not great, but it's not horrible. But yeah, I don't know. Can't recommend it, I guess. If we, while we're here, we disable all the main sequence stars. There we go. oops, what did I do? And then take a look at what's around here. That's a neutron. Oh, let's go back here. Neutron. DB. Do I have a DB? I don't. Okay, so we're going to want to go there. We could either supercharge and jump there, or we could jump off of this DC. I already have a DC, right? Yeah, definitely have a DC. DAB I already have. Watch me lose it now. Neutron. DCV, which is I think what we are here. We're in a DCV system. I don't think that gets me closer to... Go away! Now I've lost the one that I want. It's this direction. A tooltip gets in the way. DB. So we want to go there. We can jump here.
Frameshift drive charging.
And then I don't know if I really need to worry about my fuel. There's a main sequence star in this upcoming system. It's just not what we're jumping to. So we'd probably have a long super cruise travel distance.
System scan complete.
So it's just the two bodies. How far away is the other star? 3,000 light seconds, that's not that far. So it's about 2 minutes away, isn't it? Slow down here, yeah. So we'll give ourselves a minute here to try to figure out how far. I don't have anything targeted, so I guess it doesn't matter. All right, 2 minutes, and we're still accelerating. I think we can go scoop off of that. It's not worth it. We've got plenty of fuel. Let's veer away so we don't actually accidentally run into while we're looking at the galaxy map. What World of Tank game? Oh, that World of Tank game looks fun. Would you recommend it? I played it for years. If you heard me complain about all the things that were wrong with that Valiant tank, then you got the idea that there's a fair amount of complexity into it. You know, you've got the thickness of your armor, the angling of your armor, how quickly your gun aims, how accurately your gun aims, the penetration of your round, how fast your round travels, because it's not hit scan, it's ballistic. You know, how well your tank moves, top speed, how well it turns, how quickly the turret turns, how much turning the turret upsets your aim. There's a lot of things. Using the terrain. It's a pretty good game. It's free. It's huge though. It will take up a chunk on your hard drive. Because it's almost like it doesn't install as much as it's just there. I don't know how else to describe that. It's like typically when you install a game, there's a compressed version that you decompress when you start the game. I'm not even sure where I have it, which hard drive I have it on. I might have it on the C drive. No. about the E? World, nope. Star Trek, wow, I forgot that I had Star Trek Bridge Commander. We were streaming that like a couple of months ago, and it should be in the games folder. That's where it usually, all right, World of Tanks, right click, properties. Okay, this can't be right. That's showing 6 megabytes. Okay, that's a previous install. Where the hell is it? It can't be on my O drive, can it? No. Oh, but that one's empty. That one is out of date. I don't remember. I don't know where I have it installed. But it is huge. Downloads. Wasting a lot of time here. Program files. If I go I'm not going to worry about it because I can open the launcher and then try to figure out from the launcher where it opens from, but wasted enough time on that. And it's the neutron star. That's not it down there, is it? Wow, it's 800 light years away. It says 40 gigabyte, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's pretty fun, but and compared to a lot of other games, the learning curve isn't that bad, but there are a lot of factors that go in. The Mighty Jingles has a lot of videos. Well, where did our thing go? That's really far, and that's really far. Is it up? Doesn't appear to be up. That's still that neutron star right now. I found the cure to the plague of the 20th century and I lost it. I don't imagine that's it. That's a DA. I'm looking for a DB. Database. Alright, let's try going down. Is this where we are? Oh, there's a DB. So let's select that. And it's, wait, how far is that? 841 light years. This is very confusing. All right, we'll go back in here. I'm very confused. All right, so this is where we are. Why? I sure messed things up. All right, home again. Any suggestions on credit making in this game? In this game, mining, I don't think they over-nerfed mining, so either with low temperature diamonds, void crystals, someone was suggesting painite? You can still make a pretty good haul in a short amount of time. Once you figure out what you're doing, your ship has enough capacity, if you figure out how to wait to see if you're going to get scanned by pirates and then start mining and then have a good place to go in the same system to sell. Fairly safe, especially if you're not in open, and pretty lucrative over a fairly short period of time. Also, you can Google Road to Riches, and that's a way, it's like a list of high value worlds for exploration. So you can follow that, scan the systems, make maps of the most valuable planets, like Earth-like planets, terraformables, ammonia planets, and then take them where you want and sell them. You also get some reputation that way. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people suggest passenger missions from Robigo and Sothis. So I've never actually tried that. The one thing to watch out for that is make sure that you are not picking someone up that is wanted somewhere you're going to be taking them, because then basically you have a bounty, you know, like you're them. I think this is where I wanted to go. Let's just go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Smaller medium ship. Oh, because of the
4, 3, 2,
docking
engage.
pads are too small. They don't have large docking pads. Whoosh. Looks like I need to... Yeah, there's the Codex entry. I didn't even scan yet. Six bodies. Need to cross that off my list. My very 21st century list here. DB, what is that, rice? Ugh. They're gonna tell me to stop eating in here. Alright, DB is crossed off. Yeah, no large docking pads at Robigo. But the upside is you almost never encounter police on that run. Oh, okay. So you can take illegal passengers. None of these planets really look worth scanning, but we're here. So is it this that can be... Nope, not the last one. And there we go.
System scan complete.
I doubt there's anything here worth visiting. Nope. 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 And no. Maybe what it is like, for... I'm thinking of lead again. Oh, you can't land on that one. It's on only on planets that don't have geologicals, so you can't get it from a geological formation. You have to get it from a random rock. Speculating. I shouldn't do that. That was exactly where I needed to be. All right. And is this where we are, or distance 840 light year? But this is a dB. Oh, I think this is where my previous plot route was, but probably not because I can't unplot it. So let's go back to where we are. If I can click on it. Ah, that'll save us some time. Alright, now, what's in the neighborhood? Neutron, M8, that's where we just came from. More neutrons. And an M8, 4, M8, 4B. M8, 4B. Wait. It's a DC. We already have the DC. Was it this one? 4B. So that might be a giant. I don't think so. Let's go visit it just in case that is a giant. How far is it? 47. So it's just outside our jump range. Is it closer or further? 46. I guess I could supercharge. Yeah, I could supercharge off of the white dwarf that's in the system as well. So let's do that. Okay. We gotta find it first. Looking for shine on the cockpit. Probably be easier to just go out with the camera. We got a shadow there. So is it this way? Or did I do it backwards? I did it backwards. Yeah. Or we might be so far from it that it doesn't show up very well. Okay. Well, that's too far to target. Oh, there's the orbital line. There it is right there. Now, how do I get the ship to point that way? Kind of lost track. There it is. So, down. And it should be in front of us. I hate supercharging off of white dwarves. It's nerve-wracking. There are, okay, I think I see the tails perpendicular to the shine. Oh, slow down, slow down. 100 light seconds. That's going to come up pretty fast if we're not careful. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around, you could miss it. I don't know where the exclusion zone is. It would be nice if you could tell from further away. Who's nervous? I'm not nervous. You're nervous. It's a pretty star you got there. Be a shame if something was to happen to it. I might be far enough away from it that I'm going to have to supercharge twice. Oh, wow. Did you see that? We almost went into the exclusion zone, and it didn't tell us until it was almost too late. All right, we're heating up, so we need to move a little faster here.
Warning, temperature critical. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
All right, I used a
Sync deployed.
heat sink. I don't think we were actually in danger, but we could have taken a little damage. Maybe one of my experts can correct me. All right, we're moving away from the white dwarf. We are supercharged, so we should be able to make a direct jump to our destination. But we're going to use a lot of fuel now that I think about it.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
So, woof. So what we're hoping is that the second star in this system is a blue giant, but it's not even on the radar. Am I nuts?
System scan complete.
Codex? No Codex. Alright, slow down. So the second star is a red giant. Oh, M. That's right. But it is a giant, so I must have that in the Codex already. Do you have plans in Elite? Keep discovering new Codex things, make money, or combat? I mean, the reason I wanted to play the game in the first place was exploration, find cool things, whether other people have found them before or not, and then find new things that other people haven't found. Also ranking up a little bit, my explorer rank. So I don't really have a plan as much as a feeling. If that's not too ridiculous. There's the narcissist in me that wants to have my name on lots of systems that no one will ever visit. But how many systems have you gone to where you know, I recognize that name because I've seen it on a lot of systems. M class. M stars are red stars that comprise. Okay. Class 1, 2, 3, or 4. And giants are class, doesn't say. But if we look at the example, oh, it won't show it because we've got it deselected. M we look at this one, oh, it was there. So that's a M3B and an MVA. So it's probably the M3B, M43B that's the giant. Although, I guess all red stars are giants, and then there's giant red giants and non-giant red giants, and then hypergiants or supergiants type stuff. Huh. Actually, how far was that? It's probably really far. Yeah, 5,000 light years. No thanks. Okay, so the red giant we should be able to scoop off of. We're already at half a tank, is that right? If my UI ever comes back into view. Ah, we're not that bad off. Wow, that's far. I'm going to set Super Cruise Assist while we look at the galaxy map. See where we want to go next. I do want to take out the M class, although while we're here, if we look at some of these M class, we might see if there's that's a red dwarf, and we might see if there's a red giant somewhere. I could have sworn this one was a red giant. Let's say red giant. It just says the white dwarf. Is that even where we are? Whatever. Neutron. Yeah, I think I've lost track of where we are. What do we have here? DA, we already have, right? Yep. DB. And DA. What was that one right here? M5 or MV. I'm looking at the Roman numeral, so that would be M6 or M96, but let's see. T star, another T star, and an L star. I think I'm all cut up on both of those. That looks like a neutron. That might be where we just came from. Nope, because the hash line shows where we came from. Neutron. Okay, M5. It would be nice if you could actually set it for exactly what you want. Like if you could subclass these, that would be pretty sweet. Can't see what I'm doing. So red giants are apparently somewhat rare. So what we're looking for is like the M followed by a number followed by a Roman numeral 1 through 4. And then those have the potential to be giants and hypergiants. Well, that stopped working there, but it's working weird. I know Down to Earth Astronomy just moved out to Colonia. I guess if you get bored with the starter zone, you got to do something to keep it interesting. And I was kind of interested in that one group that is like trying to increase the influence of the Dark Wheel organization in hopes of finding Raxla or clues about Raxla. Yeah, clues would be fine, wouldn't it? It's one of those things where it's like, how can you not be interested in that? And while I'm not interested enough to be motivated enough to do something about it, the curiosity is still there. You don't have to join the group. You can support them by following the daily instructions on the forums. But I think most of that is running missions that support that that faction, isn't it? I don't know what else it could be. Also, I guess instead of in the tooltip where it says Red Dwarf, I guess instead it would say Red Giant, presumably. So DC, we've got DC, right? Yeah. Sounds like my neighbor's going somewhere. And it sounds kind of fun and interesting, and tedious probably. But I'm kind of doing my thing. So I'll probably... It's like when I started out here, I was thinking, oh, I'll come out here and then I'll, get a little explorer experience. And I'll fly back and start the next thing with Professor Palin. And then it was like, well, I'm here. I probably won't have a reason to come back to Hawking's Gap. So while I'm here, why not get a few things? And then that turned into, let's get all the things. And at some point, I'm sure I'll just give up and start heading back towards the bubble. But then what will I do? I will almost certainly... Oh! Okay, I was looking at the map backwards. In my mind, it was upside down. We'll go back through here, and then we'll get a few Codex entries on the way, but, from the bubble, it's not that far. What is this system here, I wonder? It is a white dwarf. But it's in the... looks like it's just on the other side of the border. There's this guy, Drew Wagger. He did some guided tour streams. If he does another one, I'm gonna follow the tour. Is he the guy that was a developer on the game? And so was like talking about lore as he visited different places? I've seen one or two things from that guy. But perhaps you're talking about someone else. A lot of red, a little bit of blue. DC, we've got DC. DC. Neutron. Oh, he wrote a book. wonder if it's the same guy. DCV, do I have that? I do have that. DAB, I believe I have that. Yeah. During the Kickstarter of Elite, they were giving away rights to write books about Elite. He kickstarted for enough money, or he has. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know that much about him. And there were things that he was talking about, and it was clear that he didn't know everything. Ooh, DAV. Do I have a DAV? I do not have a DAV, and that's only 153. Let's get there. And then, let's also get some scoopables along the way, presumably. Super Cruise Assist deactivated. Is it really deactivated? Yeah, it is that. So let's get going. Is that the star that we were headed for? No, it's not highlighting now. I lost track of it. I was kind of curious how close we got while I was yammering. Wow, it was like 187,000 light seconds. All right, moving on.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hawkins Gap, blah blah blah. Yellow orange K-star. Sounds like we're talking about the same guy. I thought I was throttled up.
3, 2, 1, engage.
I have 2 heat sinks left. I might want to synthesize another one at some point. Didn't really need to use that one, I don't think, but you know, a little caution. Not a bad thing. And it's probably the first one I've used in like at least 50 jumps, 50 systems. I want to say 100, but I'm not even getting close here. There we go.
Fuel scooping.
I should check to see how many worlds I've visited. It's got to be getting close to 1,000. Or systems. Oh, wow, we're pretty low on fuel. Let's go ahead, cut the engine. Let's see if we can scan while we're here. Ooh, what's this? It's just a gas giant, isn't it? Yeah, alright. There's something here. Sounds like a gas giant, and actually, yeah, you can kind of make out there's a like a subsystem here. Schwanky.
Fuel scooping complete.
We'll finish this subsystem. And then we'll move away from the star. That looked like there might have been something there. Nope. Yeah, we only picked up a little heat, but why make it worse? All right. We started, we might as well finish scanning. The you could also tell there that that's a little subsystem. So that's all the gas giants. That's a lot. It's kind of pretty. It's got huge atmosphere. 23,000 atmospheres. 1.4 gravity, so it's probably not landable, right? Oh, yeah. Anything with an atmosphere is not landable, is that right?
System scan complete.
I don't know, at least has geologicals, but nothing. I think it would take polonium or lead to get me to land at this point. Could use some tellurium. Still refining? Very low percentage on polonium. I think we're going to move on. Guess we're still fairly close to the star.
Frameshift drive charging.
Star class F, white star. Drifting a little.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Whoosh.
System scan complete.
I haven't even started yet.
Fuel scooping.
No Codex entries, so raspberries.
Fuel scooping complete.
Shrink. Shrink.
Frameshift drive charging.
You know, you're going to run up a lot of interest if you keep charging like that. Reminds me, I think I've got a card I need to pay.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Whoosh.
System scan complete.
Again? Barely got here. Impact imminent.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Next stop, neutron star.
4.
I don't know if it's going to want us to supercharge or not.
Engage.
I think if we do supercharge, it'll just use less fuel. I think that's how that works. Just had a funny bug. Disconnect. Reconnect. I'm 200 kilometers in the air, but the game thinks I'm landing. Wow. Yeah, our next stop is 24 light years, so we don't actually need to supercharge. This thing looks really happy. I mean, the way it's wagging its tail. How many bodies? 17. Let's turn our way so we can scan. Wow, that looks like one over there. Ooh, I think there's an Earth-like. That's just the star. Looks different in this view. Metal rich. Zinc. Mercury, arsenic, ruthenium. Good percentages there. This is going to be cluster. More cluster? Now that sounds like a gas giant. Zinc, germanium, technetium, mercury, and molybdenum. Yeah. Let's stop wasting time. Although, isn't the entire endeavor a waste of time? Arguably, yeah, mostly. Another gas giant?
System scan complete.
I thought there was something right around here, but I guess it was actually this gas giant. Had to hold thrust to take out. Weird. Whoa, 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 what's happening here? Oh, that's the side view. Wow, we're still pretty close to this damn thing. So let's get away from it. Just a little bit. Okay. That could have gone badly. Sheesh, I would have been so mad. I mean, compared to what I lost last time I crashed, this is like 3 times as much? Gotta be. Yeah, I'm not even gonna look at the minerals. Alright, next stop is right there. We can jump. Let's just jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
And if it's only 24, yeah, DAV, I was going to say, if it's only 24 light years, then it's probably our destination.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
It's true. And there's always that unknown unknown. I understand better how to deal with gravity. There's our Codex entry. 12 bodies. Get that star behind us. I'm going to move away from it a little bit. Actually, what's over here? These are probably planets, but they could be distant stars. Let's find out. Nope, they're planets. That sounds like a gas giant, but it's not. Leopard spots. More stuff here. So they're probably behind these planets. I think we've got at least 4 gas giants. There's one. Two. Really? That's it? Okay. What else you got? Another gas giant. With ammonia-based life. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Ten out of 12. What was this one again? Icy. So everything else will be along this line. Ooh, there's our white dwarf. Or, yeah, it's a white dwarf.
System scan complete.
Okay. Galaxy. Oh, I forgot to cross that off. That was a, was it the DAV? DAV. So for white dwarves, I only have the DAZ and the DBZ left. DAZ, DBZ. It's probably time to start heading home. I could start looking for giants, but finding a DAZ and a DBZ probably going to be a little bit of a haul. DAO. An F? It looks blue, but it says it's an F. Interesting. I think your definition of interesting and my definition of interesting. Looks like a yellow G, size 5. DAB. I already looked at that, right? Yeah. And yet this is getting nuttier. I don't even know what I have selected. I guess everything. Anything but L's, T's, and Y's. Which way is home? That away? Let's start looking what's in this direction. Yeah, it just seems like they're show by size, and population is the only option. All right. I'll need that there. That was a orange. What's up with all these stars being the same size? Boring. And the way the information is listed, it'd be so easy to miss something. That's size 4, 4B. It says red giant. Could have sworn that we tried a red giant before, or a 4B before, and it didn't count as a red giant. Let's get that. Whoa. Cool. Let's see, we want to go this way. Throttle up. What are we jumping into here?
Frameshift drive charging.
Blue, white. Yeah, I'm still trying to picture your situation where you landed 200 kilometers up.
1. Engage.
You should have taken the SRV out. It was weird. It looked like something fell behind the star.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
What's going on right here? I think I feel a sneeze coming on. Oh, those are the co-stars. Really, that's all that's there? That can't be right. Right, let's keep looking. There's going to be a cluster. There's something else over here. Is it a gas giant? With water-based life. Pretty smooth little golf ball there. Which one do I follow? I think I followed this one already. Yeah, let's follow this one. Ta-da! Class 4 gas giant. That's a big boy. I think I've seen Class 5. Wouldn't swear to it. I didn't swear to much, actually.
System scan complete.
So they got big balls. Must be tiny if it only has 5 geologicals. It's the Earth mass, 1.7. Not tiny. Although the radius is 7,000. Isn't the Earth diameter like 8,000? So I guess it's about linearly twice as big as Earth. Don't trust me on that. Look it up if you actually care. Hello, King Akira. What's happening? A while ago, I was on your stream, and I said that when I would meet a Japanese girl, sometimes as a joke, I would introduce myself as Earl because they would tend to have a hard time, and this was on Okinawa in the 80s. They would tend to have a hard time pronouncing it because of the RL combination there. And it would often come out like Erdodal. Yeah, Erdodal. And it was just like, you know, hilarious. Slightly cruel. But hilarious. You don't remember me saying? Yeah, it was in your chat on Twitch, and it had to be a month ago, if not 2. And I just kept forgetting about it. But I remember at the time I was like, you've got to hear it to have a clue as to what I'm talking about, I guess. Jump! But as cruelty goes, that's pretty tame. Oh my god. Some guys would teach girls to say really nasty things, and they had no idea. I mean, people aren't stupid. They probably had some idea that someone was being silly in one way or another. Yep, people. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Yeah, and these are the same people you say thank you for your service to. I forgot what my count was. It looks like it's just clusters. Re-honk here. Although that looks like a subsystem over there. 32? Yeah, that's definitely what that is. I met all kinds of people in the Air Force. Some to be proud of, some to be ashamed of. But I will say this to anybody who will listen. Don't join the military because you are putting your life in the hands of politicians who don't care about you. You're expecting them to make good decisions on your behalf as to whether or not to put you in harm's way. And I believe we have seen that they just are not reliable. Well, not to mention, if you're an independent thinker, going into standard military service is going to be torturous to your soul. And if you're of above average intelligence, same thing. You will be surrounded by people who couldn't get a job anywhere else, and some who will rise through the ranks because they had no place else to go. But by staying out of trouble and keeping, time in service, they get to the point where like in the Air Force, there was the weighted airman's proficiency, something like that, some kind of test you had to take to get a rank up after E4, or maybe including E4. But if you had enough time in service and enough time in grade, all you had to do was put your name on the test and stay out of trouble, and you were assured a promotion. So you end up with the not always best and brightest in charge. That's leadership. I mean, people who are not awesome, below average, but know how to stay out of trouble, there's a place for them as well. Too old? Yeah, I'm too old now too. I think when I was like 27, I was thinking, should I give it another try? I don't remember how old I was when, let's see, 2000, it was 2001. Oh, no one told me there'd be math. Yeah, I think I was too old when after 9/11. But I think we all felt like we needed to do something at that point. I don't know, maybe I expect too much of people. Alright, we probably should check to make sure that there aren't any Earth-like or something worth mapping. I don't really expect there to be. Or biological. I would land for biologicals. Here we go.
Drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And then even like the special forces people in the various branches, being an independent thinker is a beneficial trait, but it's not the beneficial trait. Being able to work with others and put the needs of others in front of your own.
Fuel scooping.
Those are
Fuel scooping complete.
more important than just being able to think for yourself. But you get put in a lot of situations where you've got your operational orders and you have to interpret the situation. And there's always the chance that you're going to encounter the unknown unknown. And know how to prioritize and do the right thing. Three more. Two more.
System scan complete.
What do we got here? Nothing exciting. What was that? Yeah, nothing. Let's try that again. Alright, moving on. Oh, it's 13 and baseball practice got canceled. Yeah. I don't even... Let's see, 13. I probably would have been mad, angry, you know, which I was anyway. And I would not have had the capacity for nuanced thought. Oh, this was our destination. So I think I was hoping there would be a red giant here. Red giant star. But I don't think we got the Codex entry for a red giant. Yeah. And even what really makes me mad are the special forces people who talk about Al-Qaeda then and now and just really don't seem to understand the underlying psychology, you know, and go for the simple, they hate us for our freedoms type answers. 1, 2, I'm missing, oh, DBV. So, I don't know, I'm just too easily disappointed, I guess. I expect people that are working in a certain field with certain types of information to be better informed, and to think in a more nuanced way. So these are the reds, right? M-type stars are red stars. So again, red giant says red giant. The example given is a M3b. I'm pretty sure, oh, it might have been an M4b that we went to previously. All right, well, now we got to find a new place to go since that place didn't pan out. Yeah, I just can't imagine. I remember I was in junior high when John Hinckley shot Reagan. And they didn't cancel school, probably because he didn't immediately die or die at all. But I kind of, in that distant memory, I get the sense that they were worried how we would take it. And I was kind of like, I don't like Reagan that much anyway. See that lack of nuance? None of those. G2 5AB. Yeah, that's not going to be anything. No. It needs to be a 1, 2, 3, or 4 in order to potentially be a giant. More 5s. Yeah, he was. John Hinckley was mentally ill, had a crush on Jodie Foster, and in order to impress her, he was going to kill Reagan. And it didn't quite work out that way on any level. So, yeah, I guess that would have been like 80, 81, maybe 79. See, all these have the V. K4VA, K3VA, K4V. I need some. Those V's need to be Roman numerals 1, 2, 3, or 4. They're letting me down. Whoa, what's up here? Chief, man. More disappointment. Get used to it. It's so tedious. I mean, we found a few by singling them out this way and then driving to them. But this is tedious. Oh, that's a 6. DAB, we have that. Yeah. VVVV for Vendetta. Always remember the 5th of November. It's Guy Fawkes Day, right? Yeah. I mean, it would have to be. It wouldn't make sense if it weren't. What's this? An F5, K5, M5. Kind of miraculous it doesn't happen more often. I thought some Looney Tune would have tried to shoot Trump by now. Yeah, me too. I mean, there's so much hatred for him, But the people that hate him the most tend to be they don't have a military mission directed violence mindset. So it's just the kind of person that wouldn't like Trump. That kind of violence would be out of character for them, generally speaking. Always exceptions. Thought I had something for a moment there. Nope. And then you don't know what you don't hear about. And the Secret Service is not going to advertise that they stopped an attempt because, one, that might encourage someone. Oh, there's a 4. M4B. I don't think it's. How far is it? It says it's a red giant. I don't think it's going to be a red giant. I don't think we're going to get the Codex entry, but let's head over there. Yeah, so they got to worry about copycats, and they also have to worry that by saying they caught this person, that someone can figure out how they caught them, and then figure out a workaround for how to defeat that defense. Is this a direct jump? No, this is a intermediate jump. Especially with the media and everyone goading them on. Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Well, it's like most of the media. It's so weird. It's like it's almost like they don't want anyone to actually do anything. They just want everyone to be angry and engaged and interested. You know, a lot of people have described our current social pattern, our primary cultural mover, as we are in an attention economy. Like right now, I'm competing with other people for your attention.
Fuel scooping.
You know, what I get out of it, it's hard to say. It's just a hobby. I think I've made $15 doing this over the course of 2 or 3 years.
Complete.
Thanks again, King Akira. It gave me my first dollar. It's just like, I can't frame it, but we've got a clip. And, you know, when you look at how many people are getting rich on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and the news media is basically playing the same game. They do not feel, as a business, they do not, their motivation is not to inform you. Their motivation is to keep you watching. And how better to do that than to keep you angry? Same with Facebook. You are more likely to see things you disagree with and that make you angry because you're more likely to respond to them. I don't even look at my Facebook anymore. I set it on my page, and then I check my notification. Ooh, what's that? I check my notifications. It's a weird looking bad boy. I might want to just do a flyby. Excuse me. Yeah, weird looking planet. We'll go take a look. I hit the wrong thing. It's not going to be interesting. It's just going to be visually somewhat different. If it bleeds, it leads. Clickbait word, yeah. And outrage gets more clicks. But it's not that new of a development. It's, damn, I did it again. It seems to be that with the ability to have more sources of information, that sources tend to be more niche. And so you've got a more specialized or engaged audience. I don't know, but it's like the perfect culture for echo chambers to thrive in. Still got a gas giant somewhere. That sounds like it. That might not be. It is it. And then everything else is going to be down here. Did I bookmark that one planet? I think I did. And there we go.
System scan complete.
So yeah, it looks like I bookmarked it. It's too far away. We're not going there. Looks like the sun's right on top of us.
Frameshift drive charging.
There it is. Oh, it's a. I didn't even realize it was a double sun. Maybe I should have taken a picture. It would have lasted longer.
4, 3,
Yeah, in the old days, like in the 20s, 30s, and 40s of the last century. Wow, was that really 100 years ago? Newspapermen would. There were two things. A reporter doesn't. A good reporter doesn't find a story. A good reporter makes a story, and we've got a lot of that. And
system scan.
dog bites man is more interesting than man bites dog.
Fuel scooping.
Whoa, that's a big boy.
Fuel scooping complete.
So we did not get a Codex entry, even though this is listed as a red giant stars. What is this one? Dwarf. But we did not get a Codex entry for a red giant. And again, red stars. So, I'm not surprised, just disappointed. I mean, man bites dog is... Let's see. Man bites dog is more interesting than dog bites man. Because it's unusual. Did I get that backwards? I'm glad you knew what I meant. You're a sharp cookie. That was our Easter egg of the day. Alright, which way is home? That away? Oh boy. Size 5. 5, 5. A lot of size 5s. I don't know if the I don't think any of the websites have tools like that for like nearest red giant near me or that kind of thing. I think it's all based on civilization. And then, well, there's that one website that keeps track of neutron stars. Lots of fives. Yeah, basically. So it's like so we're in the blow your YMD B18-0, but hold steady. But yeah, if I look at the galaxy map, I could go back to just looking at white dwarves or protostars. Let's see, and what is that? That doesn't look like a protostar. Oh, it's a Tauri. Neutron. DC, which I have. Yeah, what I lack is the DBZ, DBV, and DAZ. Neutron. DC0. I saw a little bit of the Robert Pattinson Batman trailer, but it was on a small screen, so it was hard to really appreciate. And of course, it looked like it said Diablo, DABO, but it's a 7, which means it's smaller. So that's probably common. Yeah, those two are both size 7. Yeah, I really couldn't get a sense of even how well he fit the role, because it didn't seem like he was trying to do something different. I have to admit, I like the Ben Affleck angry Batman. And someone said that he was going to be in the Flash movie as Batman, which is okay by me. Not that they need my approval. 3 neutron stars right next to each other. What a waste. You need to space those out a little more. DC. Didn't like the new Batman trailer. I have no idea who that guy. He was he was Edward, the main guy in the Twilight series, and then he was Cedric Diggory in the Harry Potter movies, and then I know I've seen him in something else. I just can't think of what it is. Which would be awful if the only other thing that he'd ever been in was some sort of gay porn. Oh! Or some sort of conspiracy movie. I'll watch opposing opinions sometimes, though. They do get uncomfortable. It's like with the Republican and even the Democratic convention. It's just like, oh, why would I want to listen to someone lie to me just openly and blatantly? And that's a neutron. Yeah, we're probably into the next sector from here. It's a neutron. Oh, it's a black hole. And does it say? It doesn't say what system it's in, or sector it's in. The Snyder Cut? What's the Snyder Cut of Batman? I've heard that. I don't know what it is, though. I've seem to have forgotten. Yeah, I mean, like, there's the guys like Seth Meyers, Stephen Colbert, but even Stephen Colbert kind of gets my goat sometimes because he will diminish anything that doesn't fit with his I don't want to say ideology, but his agenda, and then things like establishment politicians who are, don't want to get into that, but who aren't actually for the people, but are likely, strong competitively in a race. He'll talk them up and kiss their butts. There's an M53B. Let's check that out. There'll also be a black hole in that system. Oh, plot failing because we don't have enough main sequence stars. So we'll go this way.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think they made a Justice League Special Edition, changed scenes, etc. There were problems with Justice League, that's for sure. I mean, the whole way they've treated Superman in that movie and the previous and the Superman movie, that's not the Superman I grew up with. He's I guess being a little more morally ambiguous and not always doing the right thing. I don't think I knew we were coming here. Yeah, wow, 46. Let's get away from this hellhole. Monster gravity trap. Ship destroyer. Yeah, he was like Superman traditionally has been a moral compass, and while it makes a more interesting story to have a morally flawed or ambiguous character, it's not Superman. So, have I been here before? Oh, discovered by Slava. So, but still, with this level of detail, this does look familiar. I guess I've been here recently. If we look at the galaxy map, is there a check mark? No. No. Oh, actually, there is. You can see there's a check mark inside this orange line. What fun. I'm still hoping that I'll find something interesting. I just need to keep going. This place sucks. All right.